The seafood restaurants are. The Sea Breezes and the Lower Deck. Very good seafood. Also, a place that I love going, and I don't know why it's not more famous, is a place called The Lump. Now, The Lump sounds a bit disgusting. It's a peninsula that juts into the water outside of Portree Harbour. It's got cliff on 3 sides. It's surrounded by these trees called Scots pine that look a bit like broccoli. And right in the middle of the lump is a tiny tower that has a spiral staircase in it, and you can climb up the spiral staircase and get the most amazing view. And it's completely free. And it's just lovely. You know, if the tourists are getting too much, if there's too many buses, just head for the lump, because nobody seems to know where it is, and it's so peaceful. And it's where they have the Highland Games. So great place. Look at the size of that. As for food, there is takeaway options. So there's a place called Mackenzie's Bakery. I don't think she understands the value of money because everything is so cheap. And she also has the best donuts you'll ever see. So if you want to get something to take away for later on today in the afternoon, her cakes are amazing, but she also does soups and sandwiches and stuff like that. There's a deli called Relish, and Relish does really good soups and toasties. And there's a supermarket, the Co-op, where you can get takeaway sandwiches. And there is a million fish and chips places. And then if you want to sit in and get like a big proper feed, there is the Portree Hotel, which does really good kind of pub food, fish and chips, venison, burgers, all that kind of stuff. There is, what else? Cuchulainn. Cuchulainn is opposite the Portree Hotel, and they do really good seafood. There's Cafe Ariba, which is kind of like a kind of hipster cafe, very cozy, very cute. There's the Caledonian Cafe, and there is a couple more pubs. Once we get into Portree, I'll give you a tour, and I'll point out where everything is. It is busy. It's very, very busy. But we are going to get there before most of the buses. So you should be able to get a table wherever you want to. And after lunch, or just before you get back to the bus, go to the toilet. I know I sound like your mothers again, but the problem is after lunch, we're going to have a gap of 2 hours with no toilet because we're heading into the mountains, and in the mountains there's no toilet. Well, there's bushes, but yeah. So just before you come back to the bus, just make sure you use the bathroom. And souvenirs, so many souvenirs in Portree. There's the usual tartan tat, but there's also really good stuff. There's pottery, there's jewellery, textiles, scarves, shawls, posters, paintings, everything. There's a lot of artists in Portree, so you can get some really one-of-a-kind stuff. We are going to be here for an hour and a half. I'd love to give you longer, but we have to get back to Inverness today.